Still stuck in campaigning mode? You're probably using the wrong heroes. Let's talk about who actually perform the best and who carry your future progress. Let's start with the first hero, and this is Menace. Menace is the strongest due his burst damage and wide AoE, area of effect for the people who don't know, clearing waves way more faster. Now this hero I still don't have it. I'm guilty about that, but maybe I didn't get the luck, I don't know. I get from other events some good heroes, but Menace is still one of the 4-star heroes, or like people like to say epic heroes, that I still don't have. Now this is the bad boy. I saw him in the arena countless times. The teams with the Menace is extremely hard. This is for the arena, but we're talking here about the campaigning. So obviously it's going to be his ability and cause of Forta Storm. Basically the storm is having pretty wild range, just to be clear. Advocation for the biggest cluster of enemy units. The storm deals 110% damage in area of 3. 3 is pretty huge area, just to mention that. Reduce movement speed by 80%. They're basically not even close to not moving. 80% is like 1/5. They're going to have speed, moving speed 1/5, which is going to slow them before they actually reach a target, and you're going to have a great opportunity with some other heroes to actually target them. And leaves effect unit burning for 80% for 6 seconds. 6 seconds is crazy amount of time. And the slow and the damage, you start with 110%. After this you have extra 80% for 6 seconds. Now I have a hero that is having this something like poison effect, and this is Medusa. And boy oh boy, this damage 296 over 8 seconds I already saw, and it's pretty huge damage. Right now I'm targeting Menace. Obviously he's from the Egypt event with Cleopatra and Ramses. I still didn't get any of these heroes. Maybe it's luck, maybe I'm not that lucky, but I get, for example, from the Viking, I get the 4-star hero there couple times, but I still missing Menace. So Menace is going to be one of the heroes that for sure is going to help you not only in the campaigning but also in the arena. Absolutely beautiful hero, and I wish everybody to have it. A lot of players also speak about him, saying that he is basically helping them progress future in the campaigning, also in the arena. Now let's jump over the next hero. And the next hero is Beethoven. Offers great support and control, especially when paired with tanks. Now this is the other hero that is basically Beethoven. Now why people actually like him that much? Obviously it's going to be from his spells. Now by the way, just to mention that some heroes have different attributes, but the majority is having around there is an average stats. And some of the heroes are going to have little above, somewhat little behind, but the main reason somebody is picking a hero is going to be because of his ability. And the ability of Beethoven is direct deafening sound towards the biggest cluster of enemy units, dealing 60% damage and stunning all enemies for 2.5 seconds in the range of 3. Now here again we see pretty decent range. This is a range of 3. Now if you level up this spell, obviously it's not going to increase the stun, but still you're going to see more damage in future. Damage 33 from 3%, and yeah, etc. Now Beethoven is mostly going to be because of his stun. Very nice stun. I saw him also in the arena. Now in the arena you're going to see a lot of control stuffs. You're going to see Ramses, which Ramses don't have control stuffs, but you're going to see Cleopatra, you're going to see Medusa. All these heroes is having pretty decent controls, and also Medusa is doing something like a stun. Here Beethoven is a 4-star hero, is an epic hero, not that hard to be get it in my personal opinion. I still don't have him. I also want to have this hero, which is absolutely crazy. Pete, I think Lois, but yeah, Beethoven is a crazy hero. Also is going to help you by a lot, especially if you have a tank, something like Otto, for example, or Hassan, or maybe Caesar, who is going to I think Caesar, by the way. Yeah, Caesar is basically taunting all enemies for 5 seconds. So, you know, with heroes like this, you're going to stun them, and if you have some good AoE damage dealer, you're going to perform absolutely crazy. Now, Beethoven with the stun is actually buying time, and the regular charge is 8 seconds, which is crazy. Now, if I click maybe with some other hero, maybe, you know, this is Syndeok, you're going to see here the regular charge is like 16 seconds. So Beethoven is going to fire up like 2 times before she are able to fire up. Let's check it out. This one is like 10 seconds. So you see Beethoven, even though that the stun is not that much, the range is wide, is pretty decent, and also the stun is for 1.25 seconds, which I think is also going to help you buy a lot, because you're going to have non-stop stuns with this hero. I also want to get this hero, but so far maybe I didn't get lucky with him. I don't know, but yeah, I hope one day I actually get him. Definitely I'm going to use him in the arena, and also is great supporter for the campaigning. Then the next hero is a hero that I actually have, and we're talking about Edison. Edison can work well, but need a specific setup to shine, and that's correct. Where is Edison? Yeah, this is my bad boy. I actually level up him. Now, I was putting him aside for some time before I actually started needing him. And you're going to see in Heroes of History Epic Empire, where with the progress you start needing some heroes that are level 1. And it's very hard when you have like maybe 10, 15 heroes that are already built, and you start needing some other hero that are level 1, but in the same time you need your food to level up, you know, the highest heroes that you're having. So Edison was something like this, but when I level up him and I start using him, he became one of my favorite heroes. And there is a couple reasons behind. First thing first, teleporting the largest cluster of enemy units, causing an explosion on arrival. When he basically teleports, there is simply explosion. The explosion do 159 damage in the range of 2. Edison then get 54 attack speed for the rest of the wave. Now I want to point that his regular charge is 6.2 seconds. Now you're going to I cannot see the previous levels, but on level 25 the damage is going to be more, the range is going to be the same, and the attack speed is going to get increased by a little, something like 3%, something like this, 3-4%. But anyway, this bad boy saved me so much time. The main reason is just he's so fast. Regular charge 6.2 seconds, Medusa 16.7 seconds. So you see this bad boy is going to trigger close to 3 times his spell before my Medusa actually, okay, it's not going to be 3 times, okay? It's going to be less, but it's going to be close to 3 times before actually Medusa fire up her spell. And this is just an example, you know, I'm giving Medusa as an example. And yeah, he's doing absolutely crazy amount of damage, and the attack speed he's getting, I use him almost everywhere. It's good for Tesla Storm, it's good for campaigning, it's good for the arena also. With this non-stop teleporting, he can actually, now the bad thing about this fast teleporting is sometimes the taunt may not actually get activated before the Edison jump, and there is a chance you actually lose some HP of the Edison just because, you know, he immediately teleport, and when you teleport on the enemy cluster, everybody's going to attack you before actually your taunt gets triggered. It can be from Otto, it can be from Hassan, it can be from Caesar, it didn't actually matter. It's a little tricky hero. It definitely needs some setup, and from my point of view, you need some taunt hero with him. But at the end of the day, he is very fast, doing absolutely crazy damage, having this attack speed and etc. Very helpful hero in a lot of situations. So this is going to be the 3 heroes that I value so much in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Those heroes for sure is going to help you. Some of them, as you guys saw, I still don't have it. I'm still farming to get them. Even to have them is enough, you know, to trigger that stun, to trigger that slow. But I have one of them, and this is Edison, and he's helping with tons almost everywhere, almost all the content in Heroes of History Epic Empire. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit one like, subscribe to this channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.